the chance to take a half-court shot. If they make it, they'll be driving away in a brand new 2007 Toyota Tundra. Enter today at Trailblazers.com for your chance to compete to win your very own 2007 Tundra.
And back at the Bradley Center here in Milwaukee, you take a look at the score by quarters. Blazers and Bucks. It's been a defensive battle tonight. That's really what the Trailblazers have wanted in this game tonight. They won it, of course, in Detroit last night, playing that style and out-rebounding the Pistons. But tonight with Milwaukee doing what they're doing against Zach Randolph, who's going to step up in the fourth?
Well, Ime Udoka, as long as he keeps playing defense on Michael Redd, I think that's even more of a key than Zach Randolph in this game, because we're here in Milwaukee and Michael Redd is the guy that can shoot him open. But Ime Udoka has done a great job, as well as anybody this year, on Michael Redd.
Shot clock never started, so Mark Davis blows the whistle. Now they'll put 15 on the shot clock. It was a back and forth third quarter. 7 lead changes, 5 ties in that quarter.
How does he know 15? You think he's counting that in his head?
They just know 17. This kind of stuff.
I think 17. Yeah,
well, it shouldn't be 15.
And that's what I mean.
Because there was 12 minutes on the clock when the quarter started.
Yeah,
oh, well.
it doesn't
add up, but that's all right. Jarrett Jack, top of the key jumper, home again, and Jarrett with a new career high of 22. He had 21 in a game against Indiana earlier. That was his old career high, and a new one tonight with a full quarter to play.
They're looking at the lesser of two evils, they feel. We'll give Jack the outside shot, take it away from Zach inside. So far, Blazers hanging in there.
Redd off the mark again. Rebound, McGlure.
Notice no buck goes in to hit the offensive board.
Well, they're so used to it going in when it leaves Michael Redd's hand.
Yeah, he's, as we said, only twice this year has he been held under 20. He has 14 now.
Foul away from the ball on Redd. Isn't it odd to see Juan Dixon and Steve Blake guarding each other, because they haven't had to do that in, well, probably have never done that.
Yeah, maybe in practice at Maryland a few times. Jarrett Jack hitting that outside shot.
Because they both played together at Maryland, both played together with the Wizards, both played together with the Blazers, and this is the first time they've been apart.
Yeah, 2002 NCAA champs at Maryland. Boy, and they follow him. I was telling Juan Dixon the other day, hey, your Maryland team got beat the other day. Yeah, I know. He knew every score.
Dixon, outside jumper. That's still off. Rebound tip to us. And to Milwaukee out of bounds. Well, speaking of that, Dan Dickau was happy following the Detroit game last night where he had a big 3. And then he watched Gonzaga lose to Washington State, and he was inconsolable.
That's right. We have live TV on the Blazer plane and watch the Zags lose to Washington State.
Williams jumper, that's off. McGlure flies in off of Jamal out of bounds as he and Gadzuric were there. As Juan Dixon, we mentioned how important it is he have a good shooting night tonight. He is not. He's 0 for 7. As the man we just mentioned, the former Zag, Dan Dickau, going to check in for Portland. And Jarrett Jack, 22 points, 8 assists tonight on 9 of 13 shooting. He will take a well-deserved rest.
He won't be out long. Jarrett Jack has been the man on offense tonight.
Blake trying to take Dick out. Good defense by Dan. Tough shot by Steve, and he hit it. So Steve Blake with his first 2-pointer. He's got 8 in the game.
He's missed a couple of wide open threes, as has Charlie Bell, but that time Blake was really guarded well.
Outlaw going at it with Bell on that left block, and Bell gets the foul. And that is the second team foul on Milwaukee. You see the good defense played by Dickau, but Steve Blake very good at that step back jumper. The Milwaukee lead 1 again.
Charlie Bell has shot 54% the last 7 games. He's 1 for 7 tonight, so there's a lot of people not shooting well in this ball game.
Dickau down low to McGlure. McGlure going to work. Jump hook is home with the right hand over Bogut.
Now that's what the Blazers need. They're not doubling McGlure. They're staying out on the shooters. If Jamal can make a couple of inside shots, it really would help the Blazers in this back and forth game. Unfortunately, Michael Redd's coming back into the game. I was hoping he'd stay out a while.
Foul on Travis Outlaw, and that is his fourth. Been a rough night for Travis tonight offensively. Hasn't only attempted one shot in the game, hasn't scored, and has 4 fouls.
He's been as consistent the last 9 games as he has at any time in his career, Travis Outlaw, but not tonight, as you said, MB.
Blake, cross court, throws it away. Dixon picks it off.
Well, that's one
Dixon
Maryland
saying,
guy.
read your mind.
Yeah, that Maryland guy knows the Maryland guy. They're going right back into Jamal.
Might as well. Magloire turns the corner on Gadzuric, missed the shot, but Magloire will shoot free throws. And you know, Jamal Magloire has been in a tough situation here with LaMarcus Aldridge and Joel Prisbilla and Rafe LaFrentz coming back.
Oh, that's a hook. That's a
But
hook.
Jamal has handled it well, and now to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, he'll go to Toronto later on. He's a native of Toronto.
We go there in 3 days.
In 3 days, so I know he'll really wants to play well tonight and in Toronto. Doesn't shoot fouls real well, but I'll tell you, that didn't look bad. He had nice rotation on the ball. If he shoots them all like that, he'll make some foul shots. So he's taking his time, and he's got a rhythm going, and yeah.
And he gets 1 of 2. He's shot them much better as of late. He started the season not shooting them well. The Blazers as a team tonight, 8 of 9. Blake again off this time. Rebound. Dixon and Magloire come together, and the ball out of bounds to Milwaukee.
Not one buck. All 5 were headed back down court, including Gadzuric.
And it's hard to get upset at your team for that because you want them swarming to the ball on the glass. But as you mentioned, not a buck in sight, and that's where it hurts.
It really hurts. And Travis, we're going to.
Gadzuric has it stripped away by Dickow. Feeds Aldridge, who throws it down.
Now, what rookie in the NBA can run the court like that, beat the guard down the court, catch the ball in traffic, and throw it down? Oh, what a move that was.
Blazers by 4. Red out top. That's Outlaw's 5th foul. 2nd team foul on Portland. Take a look at Aldridge fill the lanes.
Look at that. He's catching up to everybody. He beats their bigs down the court. And now Udoka comes back in.
A good pass from Dickow. Dan had a little trouble with the ball at the top of the key. Thought it was too late, but threaded that needle right to LaMarcus.
We've only had 4 fast break points tonight, and that 2 was real big.
Red doubled out top. Bucks have open players. Bell it was this time. Foul on Udoka. Ime upset with the call.
Boy, he looked like he moved into Udoka.
But free throws coming for Charlie Bell when we come back. Under 9 to play now. Aldridge and Dickow keeping the Blazers on top. And back at the Bradley Center, Blazers by 4. Under 9 to play now. We give you the steal of the game one more time because they're in a good mood in the truck. A pair of red section tickets. The game is against the Clippers, Hornets, and Heat. Plus, you get that NBA basketball you see there. Just $88. What a deal. 797-9600, the number to call, or visit trailblazers.com.
Well, the assists have come up. They only had 2 assists, the Blazers, in that second quarter. Now they have 18, so they've doubled their assist in the third quarter and early in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, look at that shirt. We got to start marketing those.
Yeah, to see
I'm here to
Prisbilla,
see
the
Prisbilla,
Thriller.
the Thriller.
There he is. You can tell he's a Thriller by that haircut.
Contact David Buckley and the guys at Blazer Merchandising and get that thing copyrighted.
Joel really has had a strong defensive game so far tonight, but he picked up a couple of fouls in order, and he has been on the bench, and they put in Jamal Magloire, who hadn't played in the first half.
Dickow had trouble with it. Blake all over him. Aldridge has it. Patterson out of control, fouls him. And that'll be the 4th team foul on Milwaukee with still 8:49 left in the game. That is big. Now Portland can be aggressive offensively and get rewarded with free throws the rest of the way.
See if they're set up Dan Dickow now.
They're looking for the lob back door. It was covered. And now Aldridge has an advantage. Dixon misses again. Rebound inside by Blake.
They got to watch Ruben Patterson down with the small guards.
Bell out to Red for an open three.
Well, that's the first time they've ran an organized fast break. The Bucks off a Blazer miss came up real strong with Red getting the three-pointer.
And with that, McMillan sends Martell Webster and Jarrett Jack back to the scores table. Gadzuric throws down McGlure as they kind of got their arms tied up, and Gadzuric tossed him to the floor. They were teammates last year. Webster in, Jack in. And take a look at the two guys getting tied up here. As you look at the size of their arms, and I'm Dan Gadzuric, I let go.
They were
snapped like a toothpick.
That's one of those you could have said double foul, because they were both whacking away at each other, hooking arms. Now the problem here is if he has the same routine he had before, he's a 50% foul shooter. But I like what he's doing right now.
Stop trying to predict free throws.
No, I'm not predicting this. I'm trying to help him out. I'm trying to talk him through this. Blazers need a foul shot here. The Bucks up 1. Zach, of course, has not been in the last 6 minutes, having a tough night.
1 of 2.
That's all you want.
We're tied up at 66.
Now you're going to have to decide, if you're Nate McMillan, when do I bring Zach in? How do I work this?
Red starting to get that hop to his step into Udoka. Good defense, but a foul late, and it's going to be on Udoka. The free throws coming for Michael Red as he's starting to get offensively in this ball game.
Yeah, but Udoka did his job. He made him spin dribble